I spent so much of my life chasing something I couldn't quite grasp, a sense of belonging, of being enough. I thought if I could just make people happy, if I could make them smile, laugh, or even admire me, then maybe, just maybe, I'd feel worthy of love. But the more I gave, the more empty I felt, as if every piece of me I offered came with a price I couldn't afford to pay. It took me years to understand that no one can give me what I refuse to give myself. I was measuring my worth through their eyes, their words, their fleeting moments of affection, and forgetting the only person who truly needed to believe in me was me. My true worth lies in how I see myself, not in how others see me. It's not in the approval I earn or the admiration I crave. It's in the quiet moment when I look in the mirror and can smile at the person staring back. It's in the way I hold my own hands through storms, how I choose to forgive myself for failing, and how I learn to love the parts of me I once hid away. It's in embracing the scars that tell my story, the flaws that make me human, and the dreams I once buried out of fear they were too big for me. It's in realizing that my reflection isn't just a face. It's a testament to every battle I've survived, every lessons I've learned, and every ounce of strength I've built from the ground up. I once thought I had to be perfect to be worthy. Perfect in their eyes, perfect in my choices, perfect in the way I carry the weight of expectations. But perfection is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid facing the truth that we are already enough, just as we are, with all our messiness and magic intertwined. So now, I choose to reclaim what I once gave away so easily: my power, my voice, my peace. I won't dim my light to make others comfortable. I won't shrink myself to fit into their mold, because I finally understand that I am not defined by how I make others feel about me, but by how I feel about myself when the world is quiet and it's just me and my thoughts. And in those moments, I promise to hold myself with grace, to love myself fiercely, and to never forget the worth I fought so hard to find within. It's in those still moments, when the noise fades and I no longer have to perform for anyone, that I see myself most clearly. There's no audience, no applause, no judgment, just me. And in that raw, unfiltered space, I realize that the only opinion that truly matters is my own. Am I proud of the person I'm becoming? Am I kind to myself when no one else is around to see it? The world can be loud and unforgiving, but I don't have to be. I've spent so much time criticizing my own reflection, replaying every mistake, every regret as if they were proof of my unworthiness. But now I see them differently, not as failures, but as stepping stones, reminders of how far I've come. When it's just me and my thoughts, I want to feel peace, not the chaos of trying to live up to someone else's idea of me. I want to hear the voice inside say, "You're doing okay, even if it doesn't look perfect. You're growing, even if it's messy." And I want to believe it with my whole heart. Because in the quiet, I'm learning that I don't need to prove myself to anyone. My worth isn't something they can give or take away. It's something I carry within me, steady and unshakable. And the more I honor that truth, the more I find myself in places and with people who reflect it back to me. And in doing so, I see the beauty of who I truly am, untouched by the opinions of others, untainted by the judgments I once feared. It's in the moments when I stop looking for validation outside of myself that I start to realize the love I've been searching for was always within me. I just had to learn to recognize it, embrace it, and offer it to myself. People will come and go. Their words and actions will shift like the tides. But my own reflection, my inner strength, remains constant. The more I accept this, the more I see that the relationships and opportunities that align with my true self will find their way to me. Not because I try to fit into someone else's idea of who I should be, but because I've learned to simply be. And that's the most freeing thing I've ever discovered, that I don't need to change for anyone. I don't need to prove my worth with gestures, words, or sacrifices. I just need to show up as I am and trust that the right people, the right moments will come when I no longer seek them out of desperation, but out of self-acceptance. So, I will keep returning to this quiet space, to this conversation with myself, where I can be honest, gentle, and real. Here, I don't need to be anyone else but me, and that's enough. No more begging for crops of validation. No more chasing love in places where it doesn't belong. I'm learning to stand tall, to feel whole just as I am, because my worth, it starts with me. In the quiet, I finally hear the truth. I am worthy, not because of what I do, but because of who I am. And when I reflect that back to myself, I find peace, I find love, I find freedom. To those who have been made to feel as if your worth is tied to how well you perform, how obedient you are, or how much you sacrifice, hear this. You are not a tool to be used, a resource to be depleted, or a puppet to dance on someone else's strings. Your value is not measured by how much you give to those who will discard you the moment you can no longer meet their demands. You deserve relationships that honor your boundaries, your needs, and your humanity. You are not here to pour endlessly into others while running yourself dry. Let go of the weight of their expectations and reclaim your time, your energy, and your peace. You are simply worthy because you exist, not because of what you can do for others, but because of who you are within.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you for watching and continue to rise and excel.